You talking about watering your plants? Is that what you were just saying? Talking about watering your plants?
I was, yes.
Oh, just think it's interesting you're talking to yourself about watering the plants.
I mean, listen. Sometimes you gotta talk to yourself.
Oh,
Okay.
without question.
Sometimes you gotta talk to yourself.
Yeah. And listen, and answer yourself back.
Never answer yourself.
You crazy.
No, you gotta never answer yourself.
You don't answer the questions you ask yourself?
No, because that's how you know you're going crazy. But why you listening to my conversations with my plants?
I couldn't help it. You were just.
I'm not a loud person.
It's not like I was listening like on purpose. I just happened to overhear you.
What was I saying?
You were talking about you didn't water your plants.
You was listening.
Of course I was.
So you didn't overhear.
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
I accidentally heard. How about that? I didn't mean to hear it.
How you accidentally point your ear in the direction of?
I guess you were loud. How about that?
I'm not a loud person.
I guess you were loud. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, cool. I'm just saying,
I'll tell you one thing though.
Right.
I feel like
It's a beautiful day today.
Facebook got me thinking about buying a bulletproof vest.
Yeah. Yes.
Wait, why you automatically just?
Yes.
Yo, man, I was scrolling. That algorithm get crazy. I happened to just be scrolling, and it kept showing me a whole bunch of like shootouts.
You need a helmet too.
Yes.
All of that.
Listen, man, like the shootouts. Every time I would look in the video after video, no matter who it was, young, old, black, white, nobody had aim. Nobody.
Yeah.
You got all these people with guns.
Yeah.
Nobody with aim.
Because they're not trained.
Bah, just send me the salmon. Bah, jumping behind cars. And,
Listen, hitting everybody and everything but their target.
That's what I said.
You know what I mean?
I said,
Like I got
he over there.
Yeah, I got
What you
nothing to
put over
do with
there?
this, and I'm grazed in my neck because you out here. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man.
And I'm just trying to get to my car.
Yeah, man. It's different out here.
Yosemite Sam.
Yeah, different
Right?
out here. Yeah.
On the Kiss and Tea podcast episode, should we say 40 cal?
Right on cue. Man.
Right.
Right on cue.
Right on cue.
Current.
We got to talk about this.
Yeah.
Supreme Court.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go right there.
Yeah,
From Facebook, shootouts, to what the Supreme Court now just did.
Yep.
Now, let me say this, full disclosure. When I first, to make sure the mics was on.
Tested.
Mic on?
Yeah, we
Okay.
go. We easy money. The staff took care of it. I rehired them.
Good job, staff.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
So, when I first moved to New York 12 years ago,
Sure.
I am a licensed to carry. I have a license to carry permit for the state of Pennsylvania,
Sure.
where I'm from.
Right.
Right.
I'm aware.
Right. So when I got to New York, and I was told I couldn't have my, at all.
Not in New York City.
I couldn't fathom how New York was getting away with that, understanding that the Constitution,
Oh yeah.
that all these states abide by, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is this happening? And I just actually just chalked it up. Everybody, listen, you get caught 5 years, don't eat,
Yeah.
5 years.
I think it's because how their approach, like the state of New York, quote unquote, they call rural areas, which is just about an hour from the city. You know what I mean? But anyway, but them 5 boroughs, you know what I mean? Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, Harlem. I'm missing son. Brooklyn,
Staten
Queens.
Island, don't do that. You said Staten Island?
Yeah.
Oh,
Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island,
Manhattan.
Manhattan, Harlem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Them 5 boroughs that make up New York City? No.
How? Those 5 boroughs are still governed by the Constitution.
I understand that.
So how?
It's too condensed, too dense.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
And that's why I conceded when all you New Yorkers kept telling me it's too condensed,
No,
it's too
right.
overpopulated in these areas. Fine, but
Bro, I'm not saying anything
the
about...
Constitution say.
I get all that.
Oh, okay.
Get all that. I cannot have... Well, it's not up to me no more.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't up to
No.
me before then either. Let's keep it 100. You know what I mean? But I would not feel comfortable with living in an apartment building. You know what I mean? Because you're in Brooklyn, whatever case may be. That's the culture. I'm not saying they ain't got no houses out there, this and that, third. But I mean...
No, it's congestion. Crazy.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? So everybody on my floor, you know what I'm saying, got a firearm. Now, that was my initial thinking. That was about,
That's not how you think now?
No.
Oh, I thought for sure you were about to go down that path.
Nah, not at all, man. Nah, reverse that.
Oh, okay.
Reverse it and reverse it quickly.
Talk to me.
You know what I mean? So, no, to your point, definitely. And I mean, it did not align with the Constitution at all. at all. And the only reason why New York State and New York City got away with this for so long is because it was either a split, a 5-5, or a tie in the Supreme Court, or the liberals had the upper hand.
Is that what happened?
Fam, all of these abortion laws, all of these gun laws, you know what I mean? That's the Supreme Court is taking up this term. People sit there and wait.
They wait. Yeah.
They wait until,
Okay.
you know what I mean,
Copy.
and push them through, whatever case.
Copy.
You know what I mean? Like,
Copy.
now, with that being said, I am a supporter of them reversing that.
Of the
Supreme Court,
the
gun laws, the gun restrictions
in New York City.
In New
You're
York
okay.
City.
In spite of what you just said about the congestion.
Yeah.
Okay. What
Because-
changed? What made you change?
I think the violence. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
The
ooh.
violence changed, and you know what I mean? Like, it's an even playing field now. These dudes out there crazy, and we talk about it all the time. That's why I stay home.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm able to have my legal firearm on me, and I'm in a position, you know, to even the playing field and not think about, you know what I mean, the consequences of, you know what I mean, going to jail for 5-7 years, etc. When I'm just out here protecting my family.
That's a fact.
In addition to that, no disrespect,
Yeah.
but them F boys out there,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Now they gonna think twice because everybody,
Yep.
including the female,
That's right.
you know what I'm saying? It's probably carried.
You know, I agree, but I even in my own self question that way of thinking. More guns are going to equal more of what we. We're just talking about the numbers.
Hands down, the number is definitely gonna go up.
Right.
Whatever. I can't say definite because, you know what I mean, like, there's people that pick and choose, that cherry pick, whatever. There's folks that said, look at, you know, down south, look at Texas, you know what I mean? Why does, you know what I mean, Texas don't have the same, you know, murder rate from guns as Chicago, New York City? I mean, listen, the argument is there. Cool. I'm not trying to take a deep dive in that, right? But
Right.
You're absolutely right. I just think, you know what I mean, like, 1 + 1 is 2. More guns equals more bullets equals more death, etc., etc. I'm taking it just from a personal level.
I agree, and that's where I struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm taking it from a personal struggle. I mean,
Yeah.
like, you out here,
Yep.
robbing, and stealing,
Yep.
and shooting and killing,
Mm-hmm.
and folks is just like law-abiding citizens, minding my business.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I got to watch over my shoulders and that third. Nah, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
And I'm gonna tell you something now. Like,
not anymore.
this is kind of giving some, like, you know, some folks who kind of been itching. Do something around me.
Yeah, listen.
Do something around me.
Listen,
I don't even care if it's at me. Do something around me.
Around me. I'm legal now. You
It's
know what I'm saying?
legal, boy.
Yeah.
Like, around me. I've been waiting on this.
Bro, I definitely thinking. I mean, the first couple years there's gonna be some chaotic stuff happening, and then I think dudes are just gonna know.
Yeah,
This is
man.
what it is in New York City
Yeah,
now.
man.
After 3 years, like, but he's right. There's some dudes like, yo, I'm legal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't got no felony. I'm good. I wish you would.
I ain't gonna hold
You
you,
know,
man.
like-
There's been some instances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Today ain't the day.
Not at all.
I
Not
dare.
at all.
Today ain't the day.
But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to have that cloud of 5-7 years over my head. You know
and
what I'm
that's
saying?
what's always been the
All
thing.
there, right? And
5.
right, and it's just like them boys
Yeah.
that don't care. They doing 5,
Right.
10, 15,
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they cool. You got. I think you got to even the playing field. Okay?
It's been evened.
Oh yeah. Now they even. I seen the governor. I didn't see the governor. I was reading up on some reports, whatever. So she called back the legislator,
Yeah.
right? And they were off for the rest of the summer. You know what I mean? Because now they're gonna try to put some laws together and identify what was the term she said? High profile, whatever she said. Basically, there's going to be like events in specific areas where they're going to say you cannot have a concealed firearm, right?
Okay.
So one example, it's not going to pass.
Airports.
Yeah. Airports, I think it's not going to. I mean, airports, I think it's a federal law. You can't have that anyway in there,
Okay.
right? But she said like events that have more than 100 people. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So they're just trying to, you know what I mean, build like loopholes around it, which is not going to work. You know what I mean? So basically, she said, okay, if you're going to a concert, you know what I mean, with X amount of people, whatever case it be, they're going to pass a law or put in place restrictions where you can't have your gun in there. It's like, no, you tried that before.
Well, I feel like I had my license for a while, and I believe you can't have it in a bar.
It depends on the state.
Right.
There's open carry states. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's states, where you can have a concealed weapon in church.
That's a fact. I
You
know,
what I mean?
like
Forget
Texas is.
Yeah, forget a bar.
You
know what I'm saying? Forget a bar.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna. Oh, listen, this is the first round of challenges for New York. All right, this is the first round. You know what I mean? Like these conservatives, which I agree with them. You know what I mean? Like they've been now. If you're looking at it just from a constitutional standpoint,
Right.
wrong. You know what I mean? Like, come on, how are they getting away with this?
That's been my only
Seriously,
question. That's been
how
my
they?
only
It's
question.
not. You know what I mean? How they?
And please, in the comments, if you got something to say about how they've been getting away with this, if you got something that we're not saying or know about, please let us know.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like, come on. So I mean, I just think, fam, like it definitely is. It's gonna even a playing field. Folks are gonna think twice because it's gonna be more murders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But again, I'm looking at it from my position, my unit. You know what I mean? Like I'm in a more advantageous position to protect my family.
And I couldn't agree more.
You know what I mean? So
that feeling of listen, if I lay somebody down coming through my house, through that door, knowing if I take that action, I'm getting five.
Right.
That to me,
Second
that
guessing.
that blows my mind.
Second guessing, like
I'm laying that person down because they walked into my
trying
house
to kill me.
You feel me?
And you're gonna give
my
me
fire escape.
and you're gonna, you know what I mean? Because I have I
still can't fathom how y'all let that get. How that New Yorkers just let that slide. I never understood it.
I get the
I get the congestion.
Yeah, I get the rationale. I get that. You know what I mean? But no. No.
Don't tell me about rationale, and then also tell me about the Constitution is the thing that makes this country so great, and this is what you know what I mean. This is what we all live in. What?
You know what gets folks upset?
What's that?
Well, not folks upset. Let me rephrase my statement, whatever. So I have some conservative buddies in my circle. You know what? Always, be like pushes their button when I say, "Listen, man, how can you be so pro-life?" You know what I mean? Yet you could be so anti-gun safety.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, boy, you trying to get them red? Like,
I don't know if I were one of them. I would argue that that's not a fair. A gun by itself does not equal murder.
It's definitely oranges to apples, but I do it just to get under their skin.
Gotcha.
I definitely
understood.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have an opinion on assault weapons? Everybody talking about switches. I'm about to put this switch. I got this switch. You know what a switch is? FN. I got an FN with a switch.
What's a switch?
It's a switch. It's a joint that make your regular pew into an automatic.
So the semi-automatic that's legal, you want me to turn into an automatic that's going to get me 15 years.
That's a fact.
Okay.
Switch.
So that they could prosecute me using the Patriot Act. I'll pass on that. I'm cool.
Is that what's happening with that?
Go ahead and turn your semi-automatic into an automatic and get caught.
That's what. Well, come on. You know what
an automatic is?
How do you feel about assault? Right? How do you feel about automatic weapons? Do they have a place?
So again, macro, no. Individually, I'm not using a handgun if somebody comes to my house. You know what I mean?
Right. You can still get you a
I don't
need. You want an assault rifle?
Well, come on, fam.
An AK? You want an AK?
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it.
You getting an AK? You got an AK? All right, listen.
I'm going shopping, and I'm getting multiple AR-15s.
You want an AR?
Multiple, at least 12. I don't need the hand. Like I'm in the process, Kareem and I, of trying to get our permit for a handgun. But like I said, like I don't need no 12 shooter or 15 shooter. Somebody's coming to my crib.
No,
you know what I mean? Like
I got to prove a point.
Yeah, I'm not trying to prove a point. I'm trying to get the job done.
That's what I'm.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, but nah, but do they have? Yeah, but do they have a place in society? No, I don't think so.
What? I mean, maybe I don't know. Military? Folks in Ukraine could probably use some assault rifles right now, but
they could definitely use some.
Us here on the street of wherever we at.
But I mean, who's making up these restrictions?
Our elected officials, no?
Yeah. I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? But it's like, who's to say why? I mean,
the NRA is making these restrictions. How about that?
Hands down.
They're the ones making it.
Down. Right. And I get where my conservative friends come from. Once I start, surrendering some of my rights and freedoms,
that's right.
it's a slippery slope.
Oh, it's a.
I'm not starting there. Okay.
Well, and if you're any student of history,
because what's next? Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Next?
Yeah. I totally understand it.
So
I totally
it's
get
like,
it.
folks always say, the left is not coming for your guns. Yes, they are.
Don't do that.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
No.
The left is coming for your guns. Right?
They're not coming for you.
The far left is coming for your guns. Okay. The middle left want gun safety.
Oh, them liberals.
Them far left folks. Okay. All right. Listen.
Which is a small group though. Which is a small group. Small,
very small, whatever. I'm not concerned about the size.
Yeah, if they can have no guns and
I'm in the middle of some stuff. You know what I mean? Like I always say, sorry to cut you off. Like being liberal and conservative. Like it depends on the topic.
That's what I always say.
But these far lefters, they're coming for people's guns. Okay, just keep it a buck. That's what I believe.
CNN is starting to bother me.
I stopped watching.
Really?
They are so far left now.
They're really starting to get more MSNBC-ish by the day. And it's really, to me, but that's a whole nother topic. Oh, we good. We get on top, but that's a whole other topic. That's I can't do it no more.
I told you what I watch. What's the news outlet I watch?
What's that?
World News. What's what I watch?
Oh, what? Wait, not
BBC.
Yeah, BBC. Yeah, that's the best. That's it.
Bro, what's interesting, I know we're all over the place with this, is the viewpoints of some of the countries and some of the folks looking outside in and hearing them speak about the U.S. and speak about us. Mm-hmm. I'm like, Jesus Louise. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like,
it makes you realize that our media based in the United States is pretty much part of the machine. It's the fourth branch. It's
you said it.
You know what I mean? Like and then you start to ask yourself, who's in control? Mm-hmm. You just and it gets real scary because you start to ask yourself, how do them Russians not know about what's really going on in Ukraine? Because they listen to what their government is telling them and their media is telling them and all that good stuff.
Yep. And to stick on that point really quickly, it's funny, but it's not funny. No, it's just like when you're talking about the media, I think I was watching. Pardon me for saying I think I was listening or reading to some reports regarding Ukraine when the war first started, and these Ukrainians, have family back in Russia and called them like, listen,
right, what
are y'all doing? What y'all invading us for?
Right.
And they're like, what are you talking about?
Exactly. You're lying.
Yeah, you're lying.
It's
not on the war.
What? Are you crazy?
So speaking about, the
liberation.
Engine. Yeah, right. Speaking about the engine, the
right.
U.S. engine, I would encourage you and all of our viewers, anybody watching this,
talk to us.
Go watch Manufacturing Multiplicity. That's all I'm going to say.
What's that, a movie? A documentary?
It's a documentary.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Yeah, Noam Chomsky.
Manufacturing
Multiplicity.
And
you're going to see what the media does to us.
I don't feel like throwing this to my brain
Don't do
right
that
now.
right now because, it's going to put you in a space where you're going to be like, okay, they've been playing me.
We got so much going on right now. Roe v. Wade. We got guns now.
So
it's a lot, man.
I'm going to try to keep it light, but I got to speak about this. You just said how everything is just happening. It's a lot right now.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be an alarmist nor doomsday prepper.
Yeah.
But if folks don't understand that we about to go off this cliff real fast for about a year or two.
I think we owe a fiduciary obligation to at least speak a little bit about that.
Facts.
We don't know what's about to happen to us.
Nope.
Financial.
Yep.
Fiscal systems. Yep. Real estate.
Yep.
Listen.
Yep. So
just do the math.
All jokes. All kidding aside, and I think, to the point, we're big on responsibility. You're in a space where you can see some indicators. Mm-hmm. I'm in a space where I can see some indicators.
That's right.
Folks, we're seeing these indicators.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So I'm not a financial consultant, but
neither am I. Neither is this show.
Neither is this show, but all I'm going to say is make sure you got enough stakes.
Save your money. Start saving.
Yeah, in your freezer.
That's right.
Because it's like, not just from a financial aspect or a meltdown or whatever case, maybe recession, this, that, and third. You got the cultural thing happening at the same time. You got so many parallel lines.
That's right.
Making the 1960s look like child's play.
These storms are brewing.
Yes. And they're coming with tsunami-like waves.
And the gas prices, although an indicator, man, that's just the tip. Literally the tip of it's the tip of the iceberg.
Yep. From gas prices to groceries and all that, I just can't imagine
supply chain issues, stores not being able to get groceries on time,
Mm-hmm.
the people in that neighborhood freaking out because they can't get milk and eggs.
Sure.
We start to resort back to some primal tactics and some primal
Formula.
antics. Come on.
Whatever case may be.
Come on.
It's funny, because now this is my space. This is what I spend a lot of time doing research. Whatever case
I
may be.
know.
Gallup ran a poll last year, whatever case may be, just to check to see how folks were doing. You know what I mean? How they feeling about the economy, this, that, and third. You know what I mean? Folks are pretty much upbeat. I think it was like a 8-point swing downwards. You know what I mean? In terms of, the outlook of the economy, the outlook of the country, whatever case may be, where folks are like, nah, stuff is going bad. You know what I mean? If that's not an indicator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like.
Yep.
And you know what? In that moment, all that's gonna happen is consumers are gonna start being cautious, right, and not spending. And that's the trigger, people.
That
yes,
can't right.
That's the trigger.
That's the trigger.
Yeah, and once people not spending,
that's the trigger.
It's all it is a lockdown with us outside.
That's right.
That's all it is.
That is a fact.
All it is.
That is a fact.
Okay.
Sorry. And what's sad though, and shout out to Michigan. This really comes back to financial literacy 101.
Yes, sir.
Understanding how this country runs and operates.
Yes, sir.
When people say this country runs off debt, it really does.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
This idea of credit, being able to lend you money that you don't have and you can spend it as cash. But the person who received it is receiving that money as cash. That's credit. That's debt. Right? That's what keeps this engine moving. When I ain't got it, I can still give it to you.
Yes.
So you can continue to live your life and do what you got to do.
And when in those payments, those credit card payments that you're paying interest on,
the interest
again,
rates,
macro level, right? If you're not making, if 50 million people cannot make credit card payments, do you know what it does to the economy?
Exactly.
So again, shout out to Michigan, and thank you for bringing that up. You know what I mean? Thank you for bringing that. So, it's just not about the, the gyms and the Englishes, that you need now to actually, obtain your diploma, whatever, graduate from high school.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think it's long overdue. Teach these young youths.
That's right.
And, to be frank, these adults out here.
What?
You know what I mean? About some type of financial responsibility.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And
how money works.
Yeah, right.
How money works.
How capitalism works.
Right. How capitalism works.
Yeah,
what is GDP? Gross domestic.
Right.
What is it? How does that work?
You don't need to be quote unquote rich. You know what I mean?
That's right.
To have that knowledge.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But
and it starts from kindergarten, first grade, second grade. When you really understand how money works, you can manage it better.
Yep.
If you don't understand the assignment, if you can't, how you gonna manage somebody you can't understand the assignment?
If you don't understand the psychology.
That's right. Boy, financial literacy, please.
A lot going on.
Shout out to Michigan. This is Kiss and Tea Podcast, episode 40.
Hunt.
If y'all getting your gun permits, make sure y'all practice gun safety.
Yes, sir.
Keep it locked up.
Yes, sir.
Go to the range. Know how to shoot that thing.
Yep.
Don't just buy it for looks just to say you got one. Because I'm going to tell you, you're going to mess around and shoot yourself.
Facts. Facts.
You hear me?
Facts.
When I first got mine, it was a few times, man. I didn't know what I mean. I forgot the safety was all.
Yeah. Mess around you want to.
Okay?
Practice
that gun safety, man. Things are about to get interesting.
Bro, 2024 is going to get interesting.
What's happening in 24?
Presidential election.
Oh.
And you're going to ask me why I'm getting 12 rifles. I'll leave it at that, man.
God bless America. Yeah. Hopefully we can make it to 24.
It's tough. It's going to be tough.
Kiss and Tea Podcast. Ending on a positive note.
Yes, sir.
Episode 40. Hooray!
Yes, sir. We made 40, baby.
Leave your comments in the comment section. Let us know how you're feeling. Hooray!
Kiss and Tea. Peace.
Peace.
Yes, sir.